Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second episode of the Coaches Huddle. And I am Coach Hillsman, as you already know.
And I am Coach Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you're ready for a buttload of topics. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Coaches!
But this is Super Bowl weekend, and tonight is Super Bowl Sunday!
It's only Saturday, Coach.
Really?
Yeah, it's only Saturday.
So I have to wait?
You have to wait till tomorrow.
Almost another day?
Yep, you gotta wait, man. I apologize.
Alright, Coach. But, do you know what Wednesday is, Coach?
Wait, what?
Wednesday.
Wednesday
Yes.
in the morning.
Wednesday morning.
Isn't that signing day?
Yes, sir, it is National Signing Day.
Signing day is already here.
Yes, sir. It seemed just like last year
I know.
we were at signing day.
I know, and I was remembering Mario Jr. signing for Florida State. Woo! Had a heart attack, dear Lord, thank you, Jesus. I was happy he came to Florida State.
I bet you were, Coach. I bet you were.
All right, let's get on into it, though, Coach Hillsman. Let's get into the recruiting scorecard.
The recruiting scorecard. You know who is at number one?
No, I have no clue. Who?
Boys in Blue.
The cops?
No.
No.
No, Coach Schaefer.
Oh, man.
The flying
we talking about Penn State? No, because they're flying low due to all the stuff that happened to them. Air Force.
Yes, sir.
Air Force. How many commitments do they have?
Coach, they have 36 commitments. 36.
36. I thought Texas A&M was in the league with like 800 commitments because of how they did last year, and everyone was like, Johnny Manziel,
and a lot of receivers going there. Yeah, I thought so too. But yeah, I guess a lot of people want to serve their country for a few years and give back.
Yeah.
So I salute them on that.
Yeah, I salute them too. Also, this question was asked by Gage Abdo. Thank you,
sir. Next week, please, viewers, allowed to leave your comments of topics in the comment box below.
Or you can message us on Facebook or Twitter or Google.
Yes. But number 2 is Texas A&M.
Thought so. Texas A&M had to be up there in the top 5. With how they did last season, recruits are like, hey, national championship? Yeah.
But let's see yours.
All right, right now sitting at 66 is New Mexico with 20 recruits. All right, most of them are 3-star recruits, I believe. And then at 67, do you know, is it 67?
No, sir, I do not.
Our old band director's favorite team, Central Michigan.
Mr. Clark!
Oh, Mr. Clark, your team's not doing so good. 67? Really? 67. What are they called? The Horn Beavers or something?
Man, they call it Chippewas.
The Chippewas. That's the Chippewas. Okay.
But let's go back to number 3 real quick.
Number 3. Right.
Sitting at number 3 from the SEC.
Are they the Bulldogs?
Yes, they are.
Yes. Go team. Got it right.
Surprisingly enough, they are. They have. Surprisingly.
Why was that surprising that Georgia would be in the top 3?
Because you have Alabama.
Oh yeah, and the
you
national
have
championships.
Texas A&M. My bad. Texas A&M was number 2. They outscaped Georgia by 2 commits. But it might change coming Wednesday.
It could change. That Nimdichi kid? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So.
Even though I think he's going to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss needs some help.
Oh yeah. But hey, I have to give them credit. They're recruiting well this season.
They are. For how they did last season?
Yeah.
They do pretty well.
Alright, let's go on to number 4 with Mr. Hillsman.
The Hilltoppers.
The Hill. Western Kentucky?
Yes, the Hilltoppers.
30 commits.
They're tied with Georgia. But they are not tied with commits in the top 100.
Oh, okay. So they don't have that many commits in the top 100. They don't have.
They don't have, but they are.
They're getting commitments. They're
getting commitments.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Good to know. But let's get down to number 12 from the Florida Gators.
The Gators. I can't do that. I'm a knoll. Chopping the gator.
Number Kane. Go you. But 26 commits.
26 commits, and they're sitting at 12?
26 commits. But they are sitting at number 1 when it comes to prospects.
Because of all the 5 stars, they have picked a lot of 5 stars and a lot of 4 stars. They're going to have a great recruiting class. I mean, it's going to help them build that program that they had when Urban Meyer was there. Everybody remembers that program. Always in the national championship run, always in the SEC championship game, even though kind of towards the end it was a little bit kind of crappy.
Yes, in the bowl game. But they will get it next year. But speaking of Urban Meyer, his team is sitting at number 28.
Ohio State.
Unfortunately, Ohio State.
Unfortunately. I don't like Ohio State. I'm a no. I hate Ohio State.
I'm a Michigan Wolverine.
You got a reason.
I despise Ohio State.
You got a reason for hating.
Sorry. I have to represent my boys. Go Blue.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go over to 68.
68, Coach.
68. Do you know who is 68?
No, Coach.
Ball State.
Ball State?
Yeah, the Ball State Cardinals, I believe. I think they're the Ball State Cardinals or the Birds or something like that. But they have 20 commits right now.
Hey, they're doing pretty good.
20 commits, 5 4 stars, 8 2 stars, or 3 stars, 11 2 stars, and 1 1 star, probably. I believe that's how you read it. All right, we're going to go on to 69. Coach,
69.
UTSA. I've never heard of them. They're from the WAC.
University. Texas.
Southern Alabama. I don't know. A team I've never heard of.
We did our research, just to let you know. We've heard of them. They're out of the WAC. Less superior conference, so we're not too worried about them. I don't know if any of you have any UTSA fans. Please do not take offense of that, but they are the Road Runners.
Ah, I remember. They have 20 commits.
Yes, sir.
None of them in the top 150.
And unfortunately.
All right, now we're going to go down to 70. These guys are from Florida, and they are the Owls. Well, that's a crow. That's a pigeon. I give up on bird sounds.
Is it FAU?
Florida Atlantic. The Owls of Florida Atlantic are sitting at 70 with 20 commits.
And I actually know somebody who is a commit to Florida Atlantic. Tyler Henderson.
Gonna go play at Florida Atlantic University. Well, Tyler, I bid you a good do, and I hope you do good, my good sir.
Sir.
All right, now we're going to 71, and this is the laughing stock of the SEC. Think about it.
Mizzou?
No, worse.
Who could be worse than Mizzou?
Auburn. They're sitting with 19 commits right now.
Ouch.
But they have 3 5 stars.
War Eagle.
Good job. War Eagle, Tiger, whatever their thing is. They have so many mascots, it's not even funny. They have a tiger. What are you, a tiger?
Plainsman?
Or you're a War Eagle? A plainsman. Plainsman. I have a plainsman as one too?
Yes, sir, they do.
Why can't you guys just have one mascot? I mean, you can be the Gators.
No, it's not the War Eagle. It's not the mascot.
Treat it like a mascot.
It's the war chant, like Florida State.
The war chant, but that's relevant to the school.
Like Roll Tide.
That's relevant to the school.
Like Suey Pig.
That's relevant to the Razorbacks. They're pigs.
War
Eagle.
They're actually hogs, Coach.
Razorbacks. It's still relevant to them. But see, this is my thing. War Eagle, you're a bird, but your mascot's a tiger. How is that relevant to your school?
Go do your research.
I did my research on it. I actually had an Auburn fan explain it to me, and I still didn't get it.
And go do your research on the Plainsman.
I never heard of the Plainsman, but I will look it up.
Go do your research, Coach. Go do your research.
But once I have to do the research. All right. Next on your list, Coach Hillsman.
We are going to go to my other boys from Columbia, South Carolina.
South Carolina Gamecocks.
Yes, sir. They are unfortunately sitting low with 20 commits.
20 commits?
Only 20.
Better than Florida State, 18 commits.
And where are they located?
Let me look down here. 82. Dang it. Mr. Clark, you can now say something because your team's actually sitting higher. But there's a difference. My school has better recruits.
But Coach, do you have Nebraska on your paper anywhere?
You know, I have Nevada, and I have Arkansas, speaking of the pigs. Nebraska. No, I do not. 124. I'm up to 124. I do not have Nebraska. Do you have Nebraska somewhere over there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's it at number 32.
32. Get it? Got it? Good.
They have 23 commits.
23. Are there any... I'm not going to ask that question. They have some in the ESPN 150, ESPN 300, ESPN 3 and 500, whatever you want to call it.
Shockingly, they do not have any in the top 100.
You see that look?
Yes, I see that look.
The look of happiness.
Because Michigan and Ohio State seem to take most of the people who went to the Big Ten out of the top 100.
Yeah.
But let's go over to the top 3 from each position.
Hold on a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get myself sorted. Here we go. The top 3 in each position. We're going to start with defense. I know a lot of you people might be defensive guys. You like defense. You like to bring the hammer. So we're going to start with the top 3 of each position, starting with cornerback. And right now, Vernon Hargraves III is committed to Florida, and he is a 5-star recruit.
Y'all have to watch out next year when the secondary.
Definitely have to watch out. But see, hey, remember, we do have Ronald Darby. We still have LaMarcus Joyner. We still got a lot of the secondary that we had last season.
Yeah.
Coming back.
Yes, sir. I do agree, but it's the offense that has to worry.
I know, because we lose E.J. Manuel, Chris Thompson, an offensive guard, and Rodney Smith. You'll be missed thoroughly.
But on to number 2 on the cornerback list.
Mackenzie Alexander, and he is undeclared, and he is a 5-star recruit. So there are a lot of colleges out there, and there's probably a lot of colleges on his list right now. I believe Florida State's one of them. I know Alabama is one, and I know LSU is one. But he is undeclared, so we'll have to see how that one shakes up. I mean, you know how signing day is.
Yeah.
Signing day, I mean, even though these commitments are set, you know, yeah, I'm committed to Florida. I can be committed to Florida, but on signing day, I can go, oh, well, I'm going to go to Florida State. It happened last year.
Florida State would love to see that coach.
Oh, yes, they would. All right, so we're going to move on to number 3 at cornerback, Eli Apple. Yes, I said Apple. He is committed to, you're going to hate this, Ohio State. And he is a 5-star recruit.
I was hoping for 1 star. Hoping.
All right, let me know what the quarterbacks are. What are the quarterbacks?
Coach.
Huh?
We do not have quarterbacks over here.
Well, I probably have them somewhere over here. And I do. I have the quarterbacks. I'm sorry, I was mistaken on the paperwork.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, never mind. We're going to move on to athletes. All right, athletes. The number 1 overall athlete, Derrick Henry, is committed to Roll Tide Roll. Alabama, 5-star recruit, of course, Nick Saban. That's all you ever hear, I can recruit. All right.
He has proven it.
Oh, yes, he has. So, we have an injured player. So, hey, 5-star recruit, come here for a second. Go in there and fill in. That's exactly how Nick Saban is.
Yes, and doesn't miss a beat.
No, he doesn't sound like that either. All right, the number 2 rated athlete is Max Redfield. And if you are a Golden Domer, you're going to like this one, Notre Dame. And it is a 4-star recruit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now for the 3rd overall athlete. And I'm going to love this one, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Green, committed to Florida State, and he is a 4-star prospect. Cha-ching! Yeah.
Pretty interesting, Coach. Pretty interesting.
Let's give us some of your recruits that you got.
We are going to go to the tight ends. We have Mr. Derek Griffin going to play with Johnny Heisman
at Texas A&M.
Yes, sir, he is.
And I believe he's a 4-star, actually.
You are correct.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Then we have O.J. Howard.
O.J.
Going to play with Mr. A.J. McCarron.
So we have AJ, or no, it's OJ and AJ. We have apple juice and orange juice playing together. What a coincidence. 2 good drinks.
Then we have Marcus Ball.
Marcus Ball.
Number 102.
In the title?
Yes. I guess you figured. He is going to Ohio State. Bye.
Rage. Why aren't you raging?
Sad face. Sad face.
How is he not raging?
Sad face.
Why are you not raging?
Because we will beat Ohio State next year, Coach. We will beat Ohio State next year.
You don't have Denard. And you couldn't even beat him with Denard.
We have Gardner. We have him. He's a little bit slower than Denard. He has a better arm than Denard, though.
But Ohio State went undefeated. And they're returning everybody.
But they didn't get to a bowl game, Coach.
They still went undefeated. Next recruit.
We have the undeclared. We have a wide receiver, Laquan Treadwell, number 19 in the ESPN Top 100.
Guess where he's going? Go ahead and tell me where he's going.
We have no idea, Coach, because he's undeclared.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, Coach. Coach. He's undeclared.
You sure?
He is undeclared.
No, it goes below.
Coach.
Are you sure?
We will wait Wednesday and see where he signs.
That kid was going to Ole Miss.
He might change, as you said.
Oh yeah.
Technically, everybody's undeclared.
True. No one's ever actually committed until they sign that letter of intent.
When they sign that letter, then they're locked in.
And there's no getting out. So be sure, recruits, if you're watching this video, you are going to a cause that you want to be at. Go to Florida State. You'll love it. It's Tallahassee.
Go to the U, go to the Gamecocks, and go to the Wolverines. Up north, you will have to kind of pack some snow boots and some snow tires.
See, no one wants to go to snow. Snow.
Nobody likes the beaches. Unless it's South Beach.
Unless it's Destin. Or Panama City. Or Pensacola.
Yeah, Coach.
Or Fort Walton.
Yeah, Coach. Fort Walton. Yeah, that's
Woo! Yeah, I get to that. Right.
But we have Mr. Robert Foster, number 25, falling 6 behind Mr. Laquan Treadwell, going to play with AJ.
Mo Caron.
Yes. And Nick Saban.
Of course.
At
Roll damn Tide. Alabama. Rammer, jammer, hammer, whatever it is.
You Auburn fans must watch out.
They're going to have to watch out anyway. Auburn would.
They could build, but they still have to watch out.
They have to watch out anyway because they don't even have that kind of team anyway. They had the recruits when Chiswick was there, but Chiswick didn't know how to build his recruits up. Yeah, you had Cam Newton, but who couldn't win with Cam Newton? I mean, NIU could win with Cam Newton.
But the Carolina Panthers could not win with Cam Newton.
That is a different league of play. That's the NFL.
His rookie year, he was great.
Oh, it's a sophomore slump.
Yeah, and he slumped out. Now he's a junior. He's enrolled as a junior in the NFL.
Well, he's on a terrible team.
But speaking of the NFL, the Super Bowl is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Tomorrow,
and not ice cream Sundays. Tomorrow.
And kickoff almost happens in 24 hours. It's almost 23 hours. But it's 23 hours and like 9 minutes from when this video is taking place.
You just had to be so precise, didn't you?
Had to be very precise.
That was for you, ladies and gentlemen. Preciseness. That's how we like to work. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a favorite for some positions, defensive end. The top 3 at defensive end. Robert Nimdichi. I believe that's how you pronounce your name. I do not know. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, though. He's undeclared, and he's a 5-star. But his brother is at Ole Miss. He paid visits to Ole Miss. Actually, well, they said he canceled, but then he was at LSU this weekend, and he met Shaquille O'Neal.
Ouch.
But I believe just because his brother's at Ole Miss, he is going to Ole Miss.
He has a pull. He has a pull.
A family pull.
A family pull.
And see, that was just like Carlos Williams and Vince Williams at Florida State. Carlos Williams was the #1 safety going in, but his brother was at Florida State. So where's Carlos Williams at? Florida State.
Got you, Coach. I got you.
All right, now for the next one, ladies and gentlemen, Carl Lawson. And he is going to, I love this, Auburn. He is a 5-star prospect. Good job, Auburn. You're on your way.
War Eagle, flying high.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, whatever you want to say. All right, the number 3 defensive end, Jonathan Allen. And guess where he's going? Just guess. Just take a wild guess. Come on.
He's going to Florida State?
No.
Is there something to state in it, Coach?
No.
Rammer,
Hammer, Jammer, whatever. Hell, Alabama.
Gosh darn it. Nick Saban.
And he, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to Alabama, in case you didn't catch that little thing between Mr. Hillsman and I. He is a 4-star prospect. 4 stars, and of course Nick Saban, building up the recruits as usual, stack and load. That's how he does it.
That's what the rings get you. So, kudos to all you Alabama fans.
Rammer, Jammer, Yellow Hammer, give him hell, Alabama.
Y'all will be celebrating a lot on signing day.
All right, now we're going to move to defensive tackle. Andy Vandergoes. Vandergoes. He's undeclared 5-star. All right, number 2 at defensive tackle. Montrevious Adams, undeclared 5-star. And now for number 3, Kenny Bigelow. Not Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo, Kenny Bigelow. He is committed to USC.
Trojans.
The Trojans. Not Trojan Man.
Maybe
Trojans.
He'll have a better senior class than last year's.
Maybe. And he was a 4-star prospect. That's a prospect, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
He will be by the time USC's finished with him, he will be a 5-star project.
Going into the NFL.
And maybe Pete Carroll might pick him up.
Maybe. Pete Carroll will do an excellent job in Seattle.
Yes. Kudos.
All right. What recruits you got next?
Coach. Hold on with the recruits.
All right.
I have a trivia question for you.
All right, shoot. I know my football.
What school has had at least one player go to the Super Bowl?
How many times in a row?
20 times in a row. At least one player.
Is it the U?
I thought so too, Coach.
Is it Florida State? Because those two are usually the ones that put the talent in.
Actually, they're pretty. They got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
But every year, Coach, they have talent on certain teams.
Yeah.
But just guess. They're out in the middle of
Midwest?
Yes.
Arkansas?
Coach, that's over the Southeast.
All right, then tell me. I don't know. For once, I don't know.
I will give you this hint. Cornhuskers.
Nebraska?
Yes, Nebraska.
The Cornhuskers?
Yes, I was pretty shocked too.
You're joking. Who is the kicker? Who is the person going in this?
Koch.
The kicker.
Sam Koch.
Kicker.
The kicker.
The guy who boots football.
The boot of Baltimore.
The boot of Baltimore. The kicker, Sam Koch.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Kudos to Nebraska on their superb coaching in record. And Notre Dame is one behind them with 19. So, hey, maybe Notre Dame catch them, but they have to start all over. They have 20 straight years, Nebraska, that is.
Yeah.
20 straight years sending at least a player.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many the U and Florida State had, but I know they have a lot. I mean, every year it just seems like there's a Florida State or there's a Miami guy in the roster.
In the playoffs, it's a different story. In the playoffs, it's a different story, Coach.
Yeah. All right. What's the next thing we're talking about, Coach Hilton?
Coach, we are going to the Super Bowl. Did you know that the last 3 matches in the last decade that Baltimore and San Francisco met up, Baltimore has won all 3? Did you know that, Coach?
You're in trouble, San Francisco. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. You're in trouble.
A 3-0 team in the last decade against a 5-0 team in the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, but you also can't really go by past because this is a different team than what they played. Unless they played the 49ers this season and beat them, then you can't really go by. Because I could say, you know, like the Florida game in, you know, college. We'll go back to college football. Like Florida State. Florida State had a 2-0 record against them, lost following year. I mean, you could go and say, you know, Michigan. Let's say Michigan has a 4-0 record against Ohio State. Ohio State,
unlikely,
come in and beat them.
Yeah.
You know, and then they have 4-1. So I mean, you kind of have to wait and see.
Or how Ohio State had that 8-0 record against Michigan.
Yeah.
And we came in there
and beat them
in their house. And beat them. Yeah.
Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Texas A&M beating Alabama in the first time ever playing Alabama. In Alabama,
starting 1-0
against Roll Tide.
Yes, Coach. But let's get to the NFL. Would you like to do the 49ers or would you like to do Ravens?
I'll let you start off with the Ravens.
All right, Coach. Passing the ball, Mr. Flacco. He has 531 attempts throwing.
531 attempts?
And he's completed 317 attempts.
Wow,
that's over half.
Doing good.
Matter of fact, that's almost 60%. He's off by 0.2. And did you know this about Mr. Flacco? 10 My bad, I almost said 10 interceptions, Coach. Yeah, I don't think they will make it to the Super Bowl if he had 10 interceptions.
No.
10 touchdowns. 0. Yes, 0 interceptions in the last 5 games.
In the
last 5 games. So San Francisco defense, y'all might want to be a little cautious.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get Colin Kaepernick and we'll compare over.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Colin Kaepernick, ladies and gentlemen, of the 49ers. If you don't know, Kaepernicking, that's how you do it. All right. He has attempted 436.
436. And this is his second year.
Second year. And he's completed 289 of those. Not exactly the best passing rating in the world, but I mean, it's pretty decent. 66% of your passing is completed.
He almost breaks his receiver's fingers, Coach, when he throws it. They said the first time in practice, he hit them, and he thought their fingers were gone. Because they got there, as soon as things left his arm, the ball, got there, oof.
I hate to be catching stuff from him. He has thrown for 3,298 yards with an 8.1 average.
May you repeat that, Coach?
3,298 yards with an 8.1 average. He has 23 TDs and 8 interceptions.
Let me stop you there, Coach. Oh, stop. Mr. Flacco has 22 touchdowns, but 10 interceptions on the season.
So who's the better quarterback here?
You tell us.
Who is the better quarterback?
Or shall we let the Super Bowl tell us tomorrow?
I think it's Flacco.
He has an arm. Kaepernick has an arm.
The only advantage that Kaepernick has is the running ability. But Flacco will run when necessary.
Yes. Kaepernick has that breakneck speed.
Alright, let's go to the rushing for the Ravens.
You know Mr. Rice.
Oh, of course I know Mr. Rice over there.
Mr. Ray Rice.
Ray Rice.
Get this. 257 attempts. 1,143. Not 23. 43.
1,000. How many? Wait, let me see.
1,143 rush yards on this season.
Good job.
And this is not including the playoffs, Coach.
So that's just, my lord.
So USF
Kudos
Bulls.
to you.
When Ray Rice was with the Rutgers and he ran all over y'all, when y'all was sitting high at number 2, don't feel bad. Do not feel bad because he's doing the same thing to people in the NFL. So if that lightens your heart on that game, when y'all got demoted,
dismantled.
Destroyed.
Ran all
Let
over.
that be a comforter.
Alright, I'm going to go over to Mr. Frank Gore.
Mr. Gore.
Mr. Gore has 492 attempts. Ooh. And he has 2,491 yards. With a 5.1 average, and his 50-yard run is the longest run in the season for him.
Oh, well. He's 0.6 above Mr. Ray Rice when it comes to average. And he's 4 above Mr. Ray Rice when it comes to the longest run of this season.
Interesting. Really comparing them, it kind of seems quarterbacks are a little bit different, but the running backs, it just seems that Frank Gore is just a little bit more elite.
Yeah. But Mr. Ray Rice is so elusive.
And he's got thunder thighs. Have you seen the dude?
Hey diddle diddle, Ray Rice up the middle.
I've never heard that one. That's a good one though.
The 4th and 29 versus the San Diego Chargers.
Well, San Diego running up the middle on you guys.
Just got him.
Alrighty, now we'll go to receiving.
Go to receiving with Mr. Anquan Bowden.
Wait. Isn't he Florida State?
Unfortunately, Coach, he is Florida State. They did make a pretty good Mr. Anquan Bowden.
Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Mr. Anquan Bowden and Larry Fitzgerald is a good one, too, but unfortunately, he's on a terrible team.
Unfortunately.
4-0.
It is.
And then they crap themselves everywhere.
But we have Mr. Bowden catching 65 balls.
Nice. Very nice. 65 balls. How many touchdowns he got on the season?
17, Coach. 17.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Well, on receiving over here, let me see here. See what I got here for receiving. Let's go to Michael Crabtree. That's one of theirs. Mr. Michael Crabtree from Texas
Tech.
The Red Raiders. Shoot them up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Michael Crabtree. Ever since college football, everyone's been kind of dialing you. But, I will admit that one play against Texas that you had, I loved it. It's great. But where have you been in the NFL, kid? Seriously. This year, you have 9 receptions, no touchdowns.
Ouch. Come on, Mr. Couchy. Help the people who are betting on the 49ers out in the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Step up and play receiver, man. You were phenomenal in college. What has happened to you to where you're just like, well...
He might have a breakout game, Coach. He might have a breakout game.
This might be the game, this NFL, the Super Bowl, this might be the game where he's just like, alright, you know what? Dominate. Michael Crabtree style. And he just goes out there and catches 50 balls and catches 10 touchdowns. You just don't know what somebody can do.
Yeah, but you also have to think about that throwing power that he's getting thrown at him.
He might break a finger. Catch it.
But let's roll over to defense, and we're going to talk about a few playoffs.
Alright.
We are going to go to Mr. Bernard. Mr. Bernard!
I found Seems like I gave the wrong statistic out on Colin Kaepernick, actually. That was Alex Smith I gave out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colin Kaepernick actually only has 218 attempts and 136 completed. So he has 98% of them completed, ladies and gentlemen. 98%.
That is amazing. I mean, he's played, 10 games, started 9 of them. That is pretty amazing. Pretty darn good.
Oh, no, wait. He has 62%. Everything scooted over on the paper one. Yeah, 62%.
Coach, told you do your research. Do your research, Coach.
I do research. I just didn't know his percentage.
But we're going back to Mr. Bernard Pollard, who Mr. Kaepernick has to worry about, and maybe Mr. Alex Smith tomorrow. 98 total tackles, leads the Ravens defense in tackles.
Sorry, I'm reading some things. I'm going through the paperwork and reading some stuff. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we all know that San Francisco's defense is really good. We all know that. They've been called the #1 defense in the NFL, as we all should know. And, you know, a lot of their talent really, honestly, impresses me. I didn't know that. Now, here we go. Sacks, ladies and gentlemen. Sacks. They have 14 sacks this season. 14 total? 14 total.
Let's see who's going to be on the watch.
Kickoff punt from Michael James. Here's another person. Alright, this is the person that the Ravens are going to have to worry about. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not remember Mr. Michael James.
From Oregon with Chip Kelly.
Quack, quack.
Last year.
Quack, quack, quack. Alright, Mr. Michael James, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, his average is 14 on the returns. Alright? But he has 62 TDs. 62. Like, in his career. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. Mr. Michael James, kudos to you, my good sir.
But, Coach, I think we have ran out of time today.
Oh, I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
As you can see, the sun
is down.
It's gone.
It's been gone for a little bit, but, you know, hey.
We had to get our show in. All
right, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed the show, and I really hope that you guys had a good day and a good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Do not party too hard tomorrow.
Yes,
Super Bowl.
Don't drink too much, and don't do drugs.
Say no to drugs.
Drugs are bad, ladies and gentlemen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to, and please do, leave your comment in the comment section below, letting us know if we got anything wrong. We'll go back in.
Please, we need all the feedback we can get.
Yes, sir. And thank you to Mr. Gage Abdo for giving us a topic to talk about this weekend in recruiting. Also, make a little love to that like button. I mean, we got a lot of views, but very little likes. Come on, guys.
Do you not like our video?
Make a little love.
I've heard it was too long. We keep talking. We're making it longer. Yeah. And thank you to our fans, our viewers, and to that, as we know by that one hater that we do already have. Thank you for heading on the Coaches Huddle.
Haters ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Because
haters
still got your view. But we really do hope everybody liked this video this week. We try to shorten it up a little for our viewers. We make these videos for you all to enjoy it. But we will be signing out. I am Coach Hillsman.
And I am Coach Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the Coaches Huddle. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Coaches,
out.
Hey! Subscribe down there below.